So from there, we go to the impact of the introduction of money economy. Before we go to the impact, there's an aspect that we're supposed to just touch on. It's called the traditional African attitude to wealth. You might be asked, traditional African attitude to wealth. Here, you're being asked, what are the principles that guide the traditional African community's attitude on wealth and poverty? Yes? If one wants to acquire wealth and poverty, what are the guidelines? Or what are the principles that are supposed to be followed in the community? Number one is value for human life. There is value for human life. Due to value of human life, that's why everyone has to help to bring forth food, shelter, and other necessities of life. They have to work hard to attain wealth and not to be poor. And because they value human life, that's why everyone has to assist in acquiring necessity for bread wealth. In the community, in the traditional African community, every member of the family or different families come together to ensure a particular person has acquired necessary items for bread wealth. It's because they value the human life. That is the first guideline on attitude of wealth and poverty. Number two is mutual responsibility. Mutual responsibility. That is it. It is a duty of everyone to be concerned about the welfare of others. So people have to be selfless, because everything they are getting in the traditional African society, they believe it's a gift from God. So that's why there is that duty or that concern for the welfare of the other person. The third attitude to wealth and poverty, the third guideline, is mutual sharing and reciprocity. That is give and take. So basically call it mutual sharing. So in the traditional African community, we practice sharing and communal work. That's why people in the Africa, they go together to cultivate, to weed, and also harvesting. And we have in Kikamba, Mwedia, right? Yes. Here it's written also there is Ngwate in Kikuyu, the Kikuyu, or Buhasio in Luya. So you work together for the benefit of the whole community. And the last and the fourth guideline is communal ownership of resources. In the traditional African society, we have this communal ownership of resources. For example, we have the ancestral land. It's not supposed to be sold. It is given from one generation to the another, yes? And if a person doesn't have their own land, they are what? They are given a portion to cultivate and graze their animals. The concept of buying and selling was not there traditionally. It just came with colonization, as we learn later in the topic. So there is communal ownership of those resources. That's why it was important I mentioned that.